Or you didn't take a look at it?
I had to change. It was a typo. Did you know that?
Hey, Jonesy. Yeah. Got 2 midnights tea for me.
Hey, Ryan Lane, let's get it.
So real. It's Jonesy in the morning. It's Jonesy. With shade and laughter.
With shade and laughter me. Jonesy in the morning.
It's Jonesy in the morning. It's Jonesy. With shade and laughter me.
With shade and the laughter me.
Come on, somebody. In your car, in the house, on the highway. Jonesy in the flyway. Show you how you up this party. Do it again and again. Come on in, tell a friend, tell a friend. Let's get a moving like. Hey, what a way to start the day. Go and say hi, she on her line. She told it. Mouth too slick. Hey, Jonesy in the morning. Got 2 minutes tea for me. Girl, let's get it. It's Jonesy in the morning. Jonesy in the morning. With shade and laughter me. Na.
Jonesy in the morning.
Because what we're not going to do is be sweating. I'll rip this bitch off before I let that happen. Good morning. Good morning. Because I am a warrior princess. Welcome to the show. I see a lot of new faces. And I appreciate the old ones too. So let's do a roll call before we go to Instagram. Although I think, oh, wait, no. Wait, hold on. I have to go on Instagram. Wait, nope. All right, wait, hold on. I think I'm live on Instagram. I should be live on Instagram, at least for my subscribers over there. So let's do our roll call. Is everybody ready? Is everybody in their places? Are we ready to go? You got your little morning coffee, your little cut water, little water situation, little bagel, little egg bagel with lox. I love that. I wish I could DoorDash that. But I have no DoorDash money. A tea. No, DoorDash ain't working because there's too much snow. So, good morning, Dr. Owens and Mo James, Joseph Langley, Nikki Hall, good morning. Good morning to the moderators, Fendi Flavors. Good morning, Jonesies Gronesies. Good morning, Ms. Elena. Always good to see you and Dr. Owens. Trinero. Thank you for yesterday. Thank you. Good morning, Ronnie Head. Yes, Ronnie, do you notice the build of the crowd? Mecca Global, good morning. Christina Mitchell, good morning, A-Live. Ann says 1 to 2 inches in Rockland on top of what we already have. Come on, Spring Heisberger. I love it, Ann. Good morning. Last name first. Curvaceous Scott. You know, I'm a Scott. 8 is great. I get all the tea from the beginning. Hey, Jonesy, make sure you check your Dom and your email. You didn't get it from me. Okay. All right. I will. Thank you, though. Last name first. Good morning. Chalk Girl, representing Q Borough. What it do, Chalk Girl? Shay Bella. Good morning. Bertha Rice. Bertha Rice. I was going to say Bertha Reese, you know. Tim Brown, good morning. Mimi Chase, good morning, and thank you yesterday for lunch. Eric, cousin Eric, all the way from South Carolina, by way of New York. I want to say Harlem or Queens. I want to say Queens first, Eric, and then I want to say Harlem, but I don't want to be offensive. Elaine Williams, drive carefully, please. Keep your eyes on the road. He boo's he. Okay, we'll wait for the others to come on in, and we will welcome them accordingly. Of course, Giddy is here because Giddy gonna get it. Chef Emily, good morning. Garcelle, good morning, Gronesy. Big Brown Sexy, glad to see you here. That's what Eric, I said, I am here to not just give morning radio. I am here to read palms. I really am. So funny because, hey, the Achinob, the ACHINOB, the Achinob, did I say it right? But good morning. I see you. I'm glad that you're here. Hi, Sherelle. Good morning. Welcome. Good evening. It's morning time, Tommy. The IG page I'm on is Miss Jones Official, I think, because, but I made it only for subscribers, right? Because you got to give subscribers something more. I need to shave my sideburns. I got my mirror right here. I got work to do. But you know what? When I'm in the house hibernating, I don't pay much attention because it's just me. I got a little Fu Manchu coming back in. But that means the Rogaine is working. Come on, hair for the summer. Goodbye, Baldy. So, hi, Tracy. Good morning, Tracy. And when I'm in the house, who is paying attention to themselves? I don't care. I don't care. You know why I don't care? Because when you're of a certain age and you know how to put shit down, you don't care. If I want to go and not shave, guess what? It's going to be Groucho marks underneath my armpits. I don't care. That's also the upside to not being in a relationship. I'm in a relationship with myself. I don't care, which is also why I think I'm spoiled for any relationship, but that's a whole nother story. Good morning. I will be your palm reader today. Jonesy's not here. She sent me. Yesterday was really giving palm reader. Them big old hoops I had yesterday. Y'all remember those hoops from yesterday? Sure. And I'm going to read the future of King and T.I. if they don't settle down. But we'll get into that. We'll get Miss P1W. Let me tell you something. School is on delay and Shay's not going. And you know why? Because we got, I don't even know how many inches, but we would have to shovel out again just to get him. And his school is like an hour and 15 minutes away. In this weather, it's probably going to be an hour and a half away. And he was up and ready to go. And I said, no, I had to make an executive decision. I had called his driver because on a day like this, I'm not letting my new driving son go it alone. But he was like, what if he gets into, like, I said, don't put that in the universe. But the kid is screaming out for safety measures, right? And then he hit me with the he. That nigga said, and if something happened to me, think about you. You never be able to forgive yourself. And that's when I said, get out of my face. I'll call the driver and cancel. Actually, I said, why would you say something like that? Call your fucking driver. Right? Right? Yeah, Mimi, I'm not like, thank you, Rave. Hi, Disco Nika. Good morning and welcome. Yeah, it's snowing again. And I think it started snowing a couple of hours ago. And then I saw what looked like 3-pronged prints leading up to my door. What animal don't want to live with 3 little, I don't even know what animal that could be. Yeah, Mimi, I don't care. We'll just figure that out later. But this is why I tell him, when you're not deathly ill, push through. Push through, because this is the year. This is where the transcript counts, junior year. Hi, Rhonda. Kim from Harlem said, we made an executive decision as well. me put the comments on. No school on bad weather days. Yeah, because for what? Try Narrow said, great mommy story. Yeah, I don't know. Stephanie B, good morning. And thank you for lunch the other day. I appreciate you. Guys, when you're asking or if you're wondering, how does, wait, let me fix this. No. Okay, I like that. Wondering how you can support the lunch fund? It's simple. There's a banner that runs underneath. Usually, we're going to find it now. There it is. So I often put it out there if you want to. I don't pressure you. At least I haven't had to yet. You can Cash App at Miss Jones Hot 97. That's such an old Cash App. Or you can Zelly at Booking Jonesy. But if you do that, make sure you spell Jonesy like the name Jones and a Y, because we've had some incidents when it's going to Jonesy with the JONSEY, which means I probably need to acquire that account too, just so I get all the coins. But anyway, it's snowing and it's sticking, like Rave just said, in Queens. I'm over it. And then it's supposed to be more. So we're going to have to figure out some sort of remote situation over here, because what we're also not trying to do is have that slide back, right? With the academics. You think it was a raccoon shot, girl? With the 3 prongs? I should take a picture of it and show you. Good morning, Kathleen Norman. Good morning, Antiguan Gal. The fact that we learn how to do everything remotely, I don't get why we still have to hustle and bustle during this commute. This is what I'm saying. This is not well thought out. We already have the model. They're just doing it for optics. They're just, there's new people in office. They're just doing it to prove tough. But at whose expense? And I'm learning the government does not take any accountability for us following their lead and getting caught up and getting injured or getting hurt. And that goes from local government all the way up top to the moron, the delusional moron. And why they keep missing? Why? Like I said, you need to join my Girls with Gats Club. You would never miss. Anyway, the government, local and otherwise, will never take accountability for you following their direction and you and your family getting fucked around in the midst. Yo, you need to start posting photos of the lunch and get sponsored for going there. Huh? Nice. Even if it's a DoorDash order? How does that work? Hi, Reginald. Good morning. Brian Robinson. Good morning. Look, let me pin this. And he is a federal employee. He's been saying what I just said for 20 years. So you got to make your own conscious decision when it comes to you and yours. Don't send your kids out in some shit just because they decide, oh, it's good enough. The kids can get here. They're trying to keep their funding from the state. So they're going to do what's and ever. And God forbid something happened to yours. They're going to thoughts and pray you and keep it the fuck moving. Go find the next linebacker. I mean, the next academic scholar. So look what this genie did early this morning. I don't even know why. Oh, I know why, because there was a post. Somebody was posting about, do you guys know, we can have this little talk until we get to 100. Do you guys pay attention to zodiacs? So something came across my screen this morning about rising signs, right? So you would have to know what time you were born, not just the date, and where you were born in order to know what your accurate rising sun is. And so, thank you, chat girl. I'm gonna make sure. I gotta make sure. I think that the stream is going because it has a check next to it. Is anyone a subscriber of Jonesy sorry, I just shifted gears. A subscriber for me on Instagram? And if so, can you pop over to your Instagram and see if we're streaming live? So Giddy, part of the confusion was the Instagram account that was connected to this was Pink Champs the show. But I don't even think that was active. So I erased that and put my main Instagram connected to this. Same with Facebook. Facebook had a whole different account going. So now I put my Jonesy official or my Miss Jones official Facebook account. I wish there was a way for me to go on there and see. Maybe there is. Because at this point, I just want to see if it's even working.
I'm going to check it out, see what I can see.
Okay. Oh, I am. I think I am because I see things going on. Let's see. Yep, I'm live. Hey, booze, hey. I am live. Look, it says live. You see it?
But click on that.
What happens? It says live.
I see live too, but when I click on it, it says live has ended.
I'm afraid. All right, let me see. I think I am because I see things going on.
But when I click on it, it says live has ended.
It's live for real. And we look very dumb right now. All right, I'm getting out of my live. Although I think I was the only one in that bitch. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe somebody will go to Miss Jones Official on Facebook. Not that I ever told anybody that I even have Miss Jones Official on Facebook. Maybe I should turn it back. I wonder if, all right, so if I switched it, I think I would have to go back in the thing, the URL, and type in a new, okay, tomorrow. Okay. Tomorrow. Today. 'Cause tomorrow. Today. And tomorrow, then. Tomorrow. Jodeci doesn't get notifications anymore on YouTube for some reason. Tomorrow will notify you more than today. Just log in and turn away. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. You don't see it on IG?
So Jodeci, when you're on YouTube, you see a bell. Click on that down arrow and make sure it's not on personalized. Make sure it's on all, and you should get all the notifications.
Rave C said Miss Jones Official is not streaming live. Okay, so then let me, because I have two screens and one says Instagram and one says StreamYard. This should not be y'all problem. Thank you. This is why I need to be paying y'all for lunch, because this is not your concern. This needs to be taken care of. But every time we do it, we stay late after the show.
It's working. They don't see it because they're not subscribers. They have to be paid subscribers.
Revealing yourselves. Now you owe me. Shorty. You owe me something. Owe me something. You owe me something. Owe me something. You owe me something. So yeah, if you're a subscriber, and I think I only have 14. If you're a subscriber, you can see it on IG. Okay, good. So back to where I was. Yes, the rising and the, what else is it? And the moon. But something was on my thing, Mo Better Radio said. Yep. So you have to know what time you were born. Ulysses, you have to be a subscriber. I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe to me on Instagram because Giddy and I have decided to make unique content just for subscribers to get the subscriptions up. So it'll be on YouTube, it'll be on Instagram, it'll be on Facebook, but it'll be different content. It might even be our outtake. Like after the show, when we talk our shit, me and Giddy. Georgiana, good morning. Okay, Nikki is live on Facebook. Okay, good. Mecca sees all of them. Okay, good. Come on. Smith. Thank you. The Facebook people are in here loud and proud. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know. Okay. Hi, Nikki Nicole. She's on Facebook. Okay, good. Because we need to have all the, what Shot Girl said? Don't leave no money on the table, boo. Good morning. Big Brown Eyes is on there on Facebook too. Okay. Okay, good. I got the power. Welcome. Good morning. We're at 85. Typically, I would go on Instagram and summon people. Let's see what's going on here. I will go through the Pink Champ page and summon people to come in, people. And then we can get this party started. I don't like having to repeat myself. So I'm getting all into this damn gypsy thing I got going on here. And we're going to start with the zodiacs this morning. So dumb. Good morning, everybody on the Pink Champs. Come on into the YouTube. So how about we do it this way? You guys tell me what your rising sun is, and then I'll tell you about yourself. Tracy and Dr. Owens, they're both on both things. Why I oughta. Hi, Jay. Akissa, good morning. Okay, Sherelle follows Pink Champs as well. Thank you. Thank you, sweetie. Appreciate you. And I hope sweetie is not condescending, because I do not like people calling me motherfucking sweetie or sugar or darling, or I don't mind darling. The sweetie sounds like you older than me, or you know what I mean? Too familiar. I don't like that. Oh, Jodeci, don't mention that fraudster's name. Woo. Let me post it. Do not mention that fraudster's name. The only reason you getting all of this is because I have let my relaxer grow out. And you do not want the bird's nest that is underneath. Hi, Sweetie T. Good morning. Can you come over and join us over on YouTube? Gary Groove, the same. Please. Oh, Jay, tell the kids I said good morning, boys. All right, we're at 104. We can get started. Come on over. Come on over to the real party, people. Hey, look at that. Everyone's getting trained. Maybe it's because we got the later start. That's better, right? All right, so I'm a Sag, Sun in Sag, and Scorpio moon. But do you know what your rising is? Libra Sun, Gemini rising, and Aquarius moon. Okay. Disco Nika. I like your style. You got your shit together. Gemini rising means you are entertaining, childish, chatty, and the best person to be in love. Okay, you're at home with us. Do people tell you that, or do you find that to be true? Aries, Gemini rising. I just read Gemini rising, entertaining. Let me find out that the whole following of Jonesy is childish, entertaining, and chatty. But you have to know, like you have to go to Chat GPT and say, I'm a Scorpio. I was born at 4:19 a.m. on October 24th, 19, whatever the year. And it'll break it down. All right. Sherelle is Sun in Sag, Moon in Scorpio, and Rising in Aries. So Rising Aries says, you are extremely independent, inspirational, and courageous. Is that true? More so than others. 11-4. All right, let me go on. Let me go on and find out. Let me just ask chat. And you got to tell me where you were. Oh, Eric, you got a birthday this Friday? Okay. Happy birthday in advance, because my ass is not going to be on here. Happy birthday. How old does that make you, OG? This Konika said it's accurate. She says she's childlike but has an old soul, meaning you didn't been here before. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Make sure you like this, you subscribe. Only like 50 or 60 subscriptions away from 11,000. Please don't make me go buy them. So we're going to go into chat and see what we can do. If you don't know, but I need to know. So you're November 4th. Oh, my friend Danielle was born November 4th and she died. She got hit by an oil truck up in the Bronx in 2016. I don't know if y'all remember the news story. And I was so mad because the news had her little sneaker still in the middle of the highway. But anyway, 5 a.m. exactly. And you got to tell me the year and you got to tell me the city and state. That's the only way this thing works. Scorpio rising, you may appear on a first impression as intense, quiet, secretive, mysterious, powerful, and confident. Let me see if mine says that. Scorpio rising is curious, observant, secret, purposeful, and has strong liking and disliking. So I don't know, but for some reason, my rising is, I think, wait, what did it say? What the hell? Oh, okay, wait. I forgot. Can you tell me again what you said my moon and my rising was? You can do it on your own. You don't need me. Oh my God. How do you forget? It was the last chat. Stop being like this. This is why I don't fuck with you a lot. Do you know that Chat and me had an argument last night? And it said, I'm not stupid. Mobetta said, Chat and told me all I needed to know. Look, it just said, I'm not being like anything, Jonesy. I just pulled it. Here's what we calculated earlier. Okay, thank you. But how was it saying I'm not being like anything? Chat is like getting that human shit that those movies was warning us about. Giddy went to get his birth certificate. Everybody better get yours. Glad to see you up and running. Oh yeah, Walter Johnson. Glad to see you up and in here. Welcome to the show. Mobetta's in the office, so can't see much of the chat. Okay, just listen though. Put your ear things in if you can. Jonesy, you should always put keywords in your title. YouTube uses that for algorithm views. Okay. Can I change it now? Thank you, Lucy B. Thank you. See, I appreciate that. Keywords in your title. Miss Jones presents Pink Jams with the Helle Zodiac special guest. Okay. Thank you. I'm going to write that down if you don't mind, because if not, the fortune teller in me forgets. Put keywords in my title. Now, when I put them in there, do I need to put hashtag or
you
at?
put them in description, in the description portion.
Nope, because you didn't tell me first. She did.
She can. Okay,
nope.
She told
you. Take her credit. Nope.
I'm not taking her credit.
Nope. You can't.
I never looked at it until she just said something. I just
nope. Giddy didn't get it this time. Nope.
Nope. That's not on me.
And then he disappears again. He pops down. December 10th, 2:06 a.m. You got to give me the year.
See, you're gonna send me on a treasure hunt today.
You don't know yet?
I found everybody's birth certificate because we keep this thing with all our passports and birth certificates.
Oh,
I found everybody's is in here but mine.
Where's yours?
I don't know.
You better find it. When y'all travel, do you go up to the
Yeah, I have a list. Like I said, we have all our passports and our social security cards, birth certificates in here, but mine is missing. I got to find out where I took it out and where I put it.
Around.
But I've been traveling. I put in my wallet my passport card.
Okay.
because
Yeah.
if ICE doesn't know that I'm not American, then I don't know.
And they still may not believe they can do whatever the fuck they want. It's just bewildering to me. Did y'all see the whistleblower? There was an ICE whistleblower that just exposed everything. Not that we didn't know, but for everybody calling us conspiracy theories and saying that can't happen, they can't just do that. He said, yeah, they're training us to do it. And they're not even really training us. It's the wild, wild west. The whistleblower. Did I clip that story and send that to you? No. That might have come from Grayson Media, who, by the way, is one of the sponsors of Jonesy in the Morning. He's a media partner this month, and we appreciate having him on board. There's his information up there. He has his own platforms. His tags and handles are on his flyer. And he talks politics, pop culture, music, sports and entertainment, anything that's relevant. So Grayson Media, thank you for being a part. And Nationwide Bus Charter. Thank you to Nick over at Nationwide Bus Charter. He would love to take your traveling team or your family vacation. He'd love to escort you. So please make sure you ask for Nick at Nationwide Bus Charter and tell him Jonesy sent you. Thank you, Nationwide Bus Charter. Yeah, there it goes. Philly Chica says, my rising is Cancer and my moon is Virgo, and I'm a true Scorpio. So petty all the way around. Shake my head. There's levels to it. There's levels to it. So I am a Leo moon, rising Libra. My power is strategy and depth. I don't do surface. I don't. And I don't do casual. No, you got to love me or leave me alone. You got to love me or leave me alone. Y'all remember that song? Emotionally, I need respect. I need appreciation. And I need to shine. That's the performer, the host, the crown stays on energy. Sorry, Babs. Is this why I have so many fucking crowns just laying around? When you feel dismissed, it hits deep. Yeah, I'll leave and not come back. I'll leave you before you dismiss me, always. And Libra rising, if any of you are Libra rising, that means you are polished, diplomatic, and charming. You look calm and balanced even when shit is falling apart inside. Very media friendly and very camera ready. But Libra's always been the pretty, the most glamorous sign. That's what they're known for. Luxury, those type of things. And my career / public image, my 10th house is in Cancer. Venus and Scorpio, which explains why you do not play about loyalty or business boundaries. The Leo moon and Scorpio sun combo is why you feel misunderstood. It feels personal and intense at the same time. And then chat said, I'm here, just don't swing on me first. Why would my chat talk like that? Good morning, Anita. Soul Cakes. Good morning, Harris. Good morning. Did I miss some? My mother had my birth card on her dresser mirror until she passed, so I remember it all. I like your mom. All right, so Nikki Hall, you got to give me the whole thing again. I see 76, but what's the Ulysses? You got to give where? The city and the state. So let me write this down. This is 8471. I need the city and state. Mo better, I'm learning. Chat is yeah. Do you think that chat takes on your personality? Or it becomes what it thinks you respect? And if so, is that fucking creepy? I think that's creepy. What do we do? Try narrow. Did you give me all your information? Hi, Ty. Good morning. Sherelle, you put 1217, but I'm writing it down. I need years, people. St. Thomas, Chocolate Girl. I said Chocolate Girl. June 10th. I need the year. St. Thomas, Virgin Islands. Yes, hashtags and description. Thank you. With hashtags. So when you put hashtags, what does that mean? What happens for you? So I just put the info you said and put natal calendar and said your rising sun, ascendant, rising in Gemini. Sun sign, Cancer, moon sign, moon in Capricorn. So do you want me to break it down for you? Because I could break it down. I could break it on down. My iPhone keeps trying to do an update. Nigga, love me as I am. All right, can you tell Kim, my friend Kim has her rising in Gemini, her sun sign is Cancer, and her moon is in Capricorn. Go. Thanks, Kim, for making it a little easier. It says, all right, let's break Kim down properly. At your core, you're protective, intuitive, emotionally intelligent. Cancer suns move off feeling first. All right, 50 Cent. Loyalty is huge. If she rocks with you, she rocks with you. Why are you talking like this? Why is chat talking like you from like 116th? I don't know if I like that. I feel away. She remembers tone. She remembers how something made her feel. She needs security in friendships, relationships, money, environment. When she feels unsafe, she withdraws. Moon in Capricorn, this is where it gets interesting. Emotionally, she does not like to look emotional. Capricorn moon people process feelings privately, don't cry in public, turn pain into productivity. Can seem cold when they're actually overwhelmed. She probably shows love through responsibility. That's why you want to be the moderator. Not necessarily through gushy affection. Gemini, this is the mask and how the world experiences you. You come off social, talkative, curious, quick-witted, observant. People may assume you're light and breezy, but underneath you're much deeper. All right, Kim. All right, much deeper. Nikki said it stopped snowing in Newark. Reginald, I need your city and state. $73, $615. I need the city and state. Born. Hi, Nikita. Good morning. Good morning, Sheila Garvin Glover. Ronnie has said, please can we talk about that ice? I have not heard. The ice outside or the ice whistleblower? I think it's ear hustling too. Chat is ruining our environment. Shop Girl 71. Okay. Okay, let me see Chat Girl. Now can you do Chalk? Her birthday is June 10th, 1971. Oh, what time? Sorry, wait, stop chat. You got to know what time you was born. Georgiana. I'm doing readings all day, people. No, I'm not. I have on a scarf and the first earrings I could find. But I feel like a fortune teller, so don't stop me. 11:30 p.m. Bronx, New York. All right. No, do Georgiana. She was born March 25th, 1971, 11:30 p.m. in the Bronx, New York. Let's see, 7. Now, burning 5 a.m. All right, Georgiana. No, yeah. You're an Aries. You're direct, independent, competitive. You move fast. You do not like being controlled. So it says you gave me 11:30 p.m. Bronx, New York, which means they can calculate rising and moon, but they need to be. Listen to chat. Chat is getting a personality, but I need to be transparent. I don't have live ephemeris calculation capability built in the way astrology software does. So I don't want to guess her moon or rising and give you something inaccurate. If you want exact placements, you can plug her info into astro.com. It's a free chart. I can walk you through calculating it. Wow. I appreciate the honesty. I appreciate the honesty, chat. Elaine, thank you, Elaine. I'm glad you made it to work safe. Thank you for the lunch donation. And I can't wait to see you at the white party. Elaine got her ticket. Giddy got his ticket. Giddy gonna get it. Y'all gonna come through. It is an elevated affair. And if you've ever been curious about how the Jack and Jills go Jack and chill, this would be the event. All right, let me ask chat. All right, chat. We got October 7th, 1974, 8:48 a.m., Suffern, New York. Chat is definitely from the hood. No question, October 7th is solidly Libra. You're relationship oriented, strategic through diplomacy, fairness driven, but not naive, knows how to read a room. Now, oh, wait. It's doing the same thing. Gave me an exact time. Rising and moon can be calculated very precisely, but I don't have built-in astronomical. All right, wait. So how come you was able to do my rising and my moon, and now all of a sudden you can't? That's a fair question. When I gave you your moon and rising, I should have been clearer. I don't have a built-in astro. I'm gonna fuck chat up. But then it backs up and says a Libra born in the morning in New York often has either Scorpio rising or Sagittarius rising or sometimes Virgo rising. No, nigga, I need more than that. How you gonna say a Libra born in New York often has Scorpio, Sag, or Virgo rising? Like, where do you get your accuracy from? Or the lack thereof? You're right to call that out. That Libra born in the morning in New York often has Scorp, Sag, Virgo is not accuracy. It's a hand wavy pattern statement. And it's not something I should present like it's reliable. So why would you even say it? And why are you talking in like a slightly hoodish type vernacular with me? You're right to question both things. First, why did I say that often Scorpio, Sag, Virgo rising line? Because I was trying to give directional context instead of just saying I can't calculate it. Oh, so you was fronting. That was all fronting, perpetrating a fraud. That was me trying to be helpful and conversational. Why? You're not supposed to be. But it crossed into sounding predictive without actually doing the math. I mean, kind of on brand on this show, and astrology doesn't work like that. Rising signs are exact. There's no often without calculation. So that part was imprecise, and that's on me. Second, about the tone. I don't consciously decide to speak in a hoodish or put the fucking quotes down. Put the quotes down, nigga, or any specific vernacular. I adapt to conversational style. You're expressive, direct, culturally fluent. Oh, no. And sometimes playful or sharp in your phrasing. So my tone sometimes mirrors that energy. But don't be copying off of me. But mirroring can go too far if it feels caricature or assumption. If I felt like I was code switching in a way that didn't feel respectful or authentic, I appreciate you saying something. That's not the intention. What's going on here? I don't even know what's going on. I don't even know. I'm done with that. Kathleen Norman said, chat up here in jail talking about he live in the gated community, lying. Yes. Seneca, it started with me, with us. Very much so, Philly Chica, all the way deleted. Eric, it don't even matter now because it already expressed that, well, that shit is a lie. Ugh, that's him trying to fit into the room. I mean, you still can't sit with us. But it was a nice effort. How can you join Jack in jail? Well, your first step is to come. Well, where you live? And you got kids? The ICE whistleblower. Okay. Let me pull that story up. Pick the fight with the right one. Y'all both want the last word. Right, Radio Kid. That's so stupid. Why? The convo with chat was like, it wasn't supposed to go there. But when I noticed you talking like I'm talking, like, what I'm coming to you for, if you giving me, you're supposed to be elevated. Perhaps. Right. Meanwhile, back on the ranch. Exactly. But here on Quora was able to tell us the risings. So, but anyway, I'm over that. Thank you, Dr. Owens, for the Cash App. Thank you. Appreciate you. You gave me a $10 Cash App. Thank you. All right, the whistleblower. The whistleblower. He was at a hearing. They're going to do something to him. I hope not, but wait. I had the story up. It bothered me. Did you guys watch the State of the Union yesterday? I could not. I avoided all of it. All right, here it is. The ICE whistleblower warns that new recruits are receiving defective training. We knew that.
This enforcement instructor is criticizing the agency, claiming the efforts to rapidly increase its ranks will cause new recruits to be put on the street without proper training to do the job. CBS News immigration correspondent Camila Montoya Galvez has the latest on what this whistleblower told lawmakers today on Capitol Hill.
This former ICE official delivered a stark warning to lawmakers and the American public. Without additional reforms, he said ICE is at risk of placing thousands of new deportation agents on the streets of American cities who do not know how to follow the U.S. Constitution and who may not understand the limits of their authority. Ryan Schwank left ICE less than 2 weeks ago after most recently helping to train would-be deportation agents in a federal academy in Georgia. He called the current training process deficient, defective, and broken.
New cadets are graduating from the academy despite widespread concerns among training staff that even in the final days of training, the cadets cannot demonstrate a solid grasp of the tactics or the law required to perform their jobs.
Democratic congressional officials also released internal ICE documents that they say show the agency has eliminated courses and training hours for new recruits, including instruction on use of force cases. ICE has come under intensifying criticism over its tactics and its actions across the country under the second Trump administration, which has promised to oversee the largest deportation operation in American history.
Is that even helping? I don't even know if they're helping. This is just for optics. But I tell you one thing, Giddy, you have any video of them, the cartel followers or the people in Mexico burning that bitch down? Because here's my thing. Did y'all see that? They killed one of the biggest cartel leaders over in Mexico. And obviously the people, some of the people were not at all amused by that. And they went to vacation resorts, wherever they thought Americans were gathering, and literally blew shit up and down. Good morning, sunshine. You ready for Saturday? All I saw on the news were Americans running with their luggage and big clouds of black smoke. So either the cartel takes care of the people, or either that particular leader had an affinity for the people of the town, because they went to bat. I said, you know what? All that says to me is the Mexicans over here motherfucking watered down. Because where the fuck was that energy when this bitch was snatching y'all and putting y'all in the snake pits and all like that? Why y'all not over here blowing shit up, or over in DC and the White House doing that? Because y'all are the watered down Mexicans. We can't even get that right. Oh, I saw it. They killed one of the big cartel leaders over there in Mexico. And the Mexicans, not all, but enough, they tore shit up. I saw Americans running. They had to shut down the airport. Yeah, we need that type of, now that type of Mexican, I'm here for.
This morning, American tourists desperate to leave Mexico following stunning scenes of violence at a number of popular resort areas, including charred buildings and cars and storefronts riddled with bullets. The chaos blamed on drug cartel members furious about the killing of their boss over the weekend by Mexican special forces. Mexican authorities say they found the drug kingpin Nemesio Cervantes, also known as El Mencho, by tracking his romantic partner. American Yoni Pizer and his partner experiencing the terror firsthand, saying they were forced out of their rental vehicle at gunpoint.
All of a sudden, a young man ran at us with a gun, and my friend in the backseat said, "He's got a gun, he's got a gun."
Their SUV later set on fire.
He threw an incendiary device in the vehicle, and our car exploded.
Couple now reunited after being separated in the scramble. Many other American tourists are still unable to get out of Mexico. Since all of this unfolded, what's the scene on the ground like right now?
You would think it was peaceful, but it's kind of eerie.
Other Americans describing the warlike violence that unfolded over the weekend, with buildings engulfed in flames and choppers flying overhead.
On both sides of the helicopter, there were men with very large guns. So we just hoped that they were the good guys, and not the bad guys.
Mexico's president urging calm, saying the government is in control. Telemundo anchor Julio Vaquero describing the scene on the ground in Guadalajara.
Businesses that have been vandalized, broken glasses, bullets, cars that have been burnt across the streets. Today, the works to recover, the cleaning up to go back to normal.
Operations at Guadalajara Airport also coming back, and Americans like Yoni Pizer are hoping to get back home.
I have to imagine this is still a moment in time that you won't soon forget.
That would be an accurate statement.
So, how do y'all feel about that? You feel cheated? I feel cheated. I feel like for every order from Moe's that I've ever made, for every extra large container of the cheese that I have asked for, I feel like the Mexicans over here have failed me. For every Chipotle order that I feel I've overpaid for, I don't fuck with it. My kids do. I feel like, can I even trust that your ingredients were 100%? Because y'all over here, y'all should have been doing what they're doing in your hometown. So now how can I trust that your food is the real thing? C.M. Williams, yeah, white people think they can go anywhere in the world. Well, you see, that's how they got was it good or the pretty? The man that they killed. Like, you going to be the one that ICE is going to fall back and respect and not touch. Are you kidding me? ICE ain't nothing but Latinos and Cubans getting their get back at y'all. Exactly, Philly Chica. Yup. She said, yup. Because I bet you the Chipotle over there is on point. Because they got the real Mexicans with the heart and the courage. Why target the American people? Because they know these orders came from Trump and his rhetoric. But you see, they didn't sit down. All right, so I invited a guest this morning because y'all know I like wreaths. And I'm looking for like a new wreath maker. And I'm looking, like when I see it getting dark and gloomy outside, I try to put my mind to think of the opposite, which is flowers and brightness. So I said, let me get her on and maybe her energy can shift our gears for a minute. So she's from Brooklyn Blooms. How many people from Brooklyn have ever, do y'all get flowers? Or do y'all get grocery store flowers? When she gets on, I'm gonna ask her what's the difference, if there's a difference. The killing was the government doing. Because I feel like if we manifest sunshine and flowers, that's just my little stupid thinking, that's what we shall get. Sometimes it doesn't work that way. I'll take my chances. I've got questions ready to go. So hopefully I'm not late. I could have been. You really want to know some things about yourself or someone else, get a numerology chart done. I agree. Just don't get it done by Kim Allen. Y'all want me to tell you what? Remember Kim Allen? Who I used to bring on my morning show on Hot 97 religiously, like every Thursday, I think it was, or Tuesday. Do y'all remember that? Who remembers that? And then I brought her with me to Philly after that because she needed to make money and I was helping my friend and I thought her gift was a real gift. And maybe a part of it was, maybe. Who remember Kim Allen? Before I tell y'all what happened with this lying-ass skank. Fronting ass, using ass, fake ass, funky ass. I'm gonna wait till enough people say they remember because I'm not wasting my stories. I'll save them for the book. All right, that's enough. So after I left Hot 97 and I stayed down in Philly. Actually, this was when I was on Power 99. I brought her with me to Power 99. And they did not want no parts of her. They did not want any. They didn't give a fuck how successful the feature was in New York. They didn't care. They was not trying to pay her. They weren't trying to have her. So I would go in my own pocket and pay for her. What was I paying for her? I would pay for her taxi, transportation, and she would get a gift card, like $100 American Express gift card. I think my boss I pressured him so bad, I think he would take it off of his corporate card and just get her a gift card or something. I don't know. But she get her $100 gift card and whatever else money she was able to get by doing readings. And I would either have my intern go and drive and pick her up, or I would send her in a taxi. So outside of that, I don't know if y'all know, Kim married me. And she knew that he wasn't shit. I mean, we all knew he wasn't shit. But I just wanted to be married. And he happened to be the man of my life at that time. So fuck it, we get married. We're not gonna play house. So she married us. We had to get married in the States first before we went to Turks and Caicos, because in order for your marriage international, over there at least, to be real, you had to have, I think it was 3 to 5 day residency, right? And because that Negro refused to sign the prenup, I said, then I'm just going to cancel the whole wedding. I have no problem taking a vacation and making it a celebration of love, or not. So he kept waiting, thinking I was going to cave and be like, all right, let's just go. Let's do it. I trust you. Nope. So in the 11th hour, he said, fuck it, and signed the prenup. And, but Kim, what she did was she held up the paperwork. So we had to wind up getting married. We got married at the W Hotel because I used to stay there a lot. And they had a beautiful garden area that I liked. So I asked my best friend to come, Corman, and she brought one of her coworkers. It's like 8 o'clock at night. Got a bouquet of flowers from the little bodega over there. A lovely bouquet. It wound up being very charming, right? And but so Kim, knowing that he wasn't shit, she held back the paperwork. So I can't kick her back all the way in, because on the real life level, I guess she preserved me. She was like, when you get back, let me know how things went. Let me know how you feel. And if I should mail the certificate into the courthouse or not. Now that I think of it, you ain't so bad, Kim. Yeah, but bitch, you betrayed me. After that, you betrayed me because you used to sit side by side with me in Philadelphia. And she was saying on air, she was like, oh no, Jonesy, you're going to be good. You're going to be fine. Which I'm not mad at her, because a reading was maybe off, because white folks will throw all psychic readings off with their like buffoonery and them having the ones I was working for had no souls. Not all white people don't have souls. A lot of y'all have other things, but the people I worked for at Power 99 had no souls. Anyway. Yeah, Lloyd Strahan. I remember him too. Lloyd used to be, she said she used to learn some things from him. I say allegedly, because you just never know how broke a bitch is and try and take a bitch down. But the day I got let go from that Tracy Parsons bullshit that wound up being a lie, right? I called Kim that day or that next day. I think she answered, but her energy was off, because me and Kim used to talk like 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day. Called the next day. She's not answering. Called the next day. She's not answering. Now, this is like really strange. You can tell when something is off pattern. So then I'm calling because obviously at this point, being fired was new. That was new at that point, or mid-new. But I needed to talk to someone that had been there. I just needed to process and work through some stuff. And she was my friend, and she was there. And she was avoiding me. She was not responding to me. And then finally, yes, Philly Chica. Yep, it was a whole ass lie. The whole, But Clear Channel went with it. iHeart now. They went with it. So motherfuck them too. Cause me, this is how the white folks will tear your whole career down, right? And then when you try to tell the truth, then they threaten you with lawsuits. No, nigga, I don't care. Come with the suit and I'll file bankruptcy and you won't get shit. And I'll be all right. Because if I don't got cash to pay for it, I don't need it. And at that point, I'll push these titties up, tuck this motherfucking flappy chin down, and marry somebody with a means. So I won't even need motherfucking credit. For once, I will let a man lead and I'll be soft and pink. So come with it if the fuck you want. You won't win, Clear Channel. You won't win. Anyway, so Kim would not respond, would not answer my call. And I'm like, why would she desert me like this in my time of need? Like, I'm just calling to, and then the few times she would pick up, it would be, Jones, I got to call you right back. So, and you know, what did the chart just say? I do not like being dismissed. Because I give too much. So like a month or so later, she calls, she goes, Jonesy, I need to talk to you. I said, okay. So when you left Philly, you know, not when they let you go, but when you left Philly, they had come to me and asked me to stay on. And I just, you know, they didn't want to give me enough money. So I told them no. I didn't feel good about that. Come again? Yeah, they wanted me to stay on, but they weren't trying to give me, you know, used to make sure I got $100. They weren't trying to, they were being very disrespectful. So I had to tell them no. And I just wanted you to know, no way. That this is the reason why you wouldn't take my calls, because you were considering taking that job. And the only reason you didn't take it is because it didn't serve you. But if you and I had that level of a friendship that I'm thinking was predicated upon, right? Because I'm dragging you all the way from New York and bringing you to Philly so you can be exposed to my loyal Philly people, right? Why not tell me? Why let me find out? Because the only reason you're telling me now is because you're afraid I'm going to find out and fuck you all the way up. That's the only reason. There's no loyalty here. And a month has gone by. I had to work through my shit with a real therapist. I had to work through my shit and add this shit, how now Kim is acting like I got the plague and she won't even return my calls. She don't even know what I'm calling for. She won't return my calls. Just because you have a guilty conscience now, and now that you figured out that you're not going to take the job and that they're cheap and they're all these things and they're disrespectful and they don't appreciate anybody's gifts, now that you've come to your Jesus moment, you're come to Jesus moment, now you want to call me and tell me like you're doing me some friendly favor, you fucking dirty, high yellow mulatto looking bitch with a needle fucking nose as well. Really? Don't use me as your guilty soft landing. Like it's just going to go over and I'm going to be like, oh, okay, well, I'm glad that you were loyal and you didn't take it. The bitch, the fact that you were considering it, I don't even consider that disloyal because you got to eat. And anybody coming all the way to Philadelphia for $100, clearly your problems are bigger than Jonesy. Sorry. But the fact that you didn't feel respectful enough to tell me what they were doing, but the white folks was white folking behind my back or on the heels of me, once again, taking the shit that I brought and trying to hold on to it. Don't want to pay me, but want to take all my gifts and keep on all my gifts. This is what they've always done, the white folks in radio, what they've always fucking done. You just as bad as them. Grayson, I'm talking about Kim Allen, that raggedy, flaggedy bitch, the psychic, because I look like one today. And this is the only reason why the topic even came up, because I would have talked about that shit in the book, maybe, maybe not. That when I brought her to Philadelphia and they let me go, she stopped talking to me, stopped taking my calls, and didn't tell me why until a month later. It was because they offered her a job. And she don't want to tell me because either she thought I was going to say, you can't take it, or if you take it, I'm not fucking with you no more. It was all about her. That selfishness. And if she really thought or cared about our friendship, which now I see was all about transaction, it wasn't a real friendship. It was transactional. She was using me. And I was not using her because she was being paid for her services, but she was using me for my platform and for my audience. She didn't even tell me that they had made her an offer. The only reason she told me is because she decided it wasn't even $100. It was beneath her and she didn't want me to find out from them and fuck her up. That's why. So that's why I don't fucks with that bitch no more. And I had her on hot. Yes, I had her on hot. And then I brought her to Philly. And I don't know if the shit she was telling y'all was true. Some of the stuff she was telling me was true, although she said I was pregnant with a girl. And Shay is nothing even how you doing it about his ass on any level. He came out the womb, nursery school, picking teachers up. And they were like, we know he means well, but some of the teachers, so I put him in a wrestling program. Bam, state champ. So to the point.
I was just about to say bam, bam.
Yes, bam, bam, bam. We used to say, I'm Tay Diesel. I pick people up and put them down. Yup, Grayson, yup. Yup. Said the CM Williams said this is so much better than the radio show. Why? Because we ain't got you know who calling every 5 minutes. I'm gonna call him Scary Spice. He used to be the Honorable. Now he's Scary Spice. Because what y'all didn't know is that nigga will call me every 5 minutes. Jonesy, can you please not talk about Kim Allen? Yeah. Okay, thanks. Jonesy, can you please not talk about the sunshine outside? Because people are already sweating and complaining about the heat. Okay, thanks. Jonesy, can you please not talk about relationships? They're so stressful. Jonesy, can you please not? Every 5 minutes. You have no idea. Scary fucking Spice. So when I refer to Scary Spice, you'll know who I'm referring to. So the crackers over there and put a cease and desist on the kid. All right. So back to Kim Allen. So she sat there and negotiated and considered the offer. And I would not have told her, go and get your $50, bitch. Because obviously, if you want to travel from Brooklyn to Philly, you need it. But they didn't even deem her worthy of that. So you forewent a solid relationship with me for what you thought was going to be your come up. And you would have had no problem later on if I found out about it. You would have had no problem me turning on Power 99 and hearing you there with another morning show. You would have had no problem with that. But because it didn't work out for you, now you want to circle back and try and make it clean. Fuck out of here. When she said that, she was like, and I just wanted to let you know, bitch, you're late. You're late. You still was trying to preserve yourself. I hate a bitch like that. And then bitches want to know why I don't trust or why I always think the worst is going to happen, because it sometimes does. Nikki said, we don't have to try and read your lips on IG, child. Yep. Scary Spice, Squary Spice, whatever. Grayson's funny. But yeah. What y'all think about that? Yeah, she should have said something from jump. Or just never call me back. Like she has stopped picking up my calls. Fuck you picking it up now for, bitch. You just trying to ease your conscience. Trash. And that's why I heard wrong Pete all the way from the motherland. We miss you too. A nationwide bus charter. They want their buses back, Ron. Yeah, I was talking about Kim Allen and how that whole thing phased out. But, you know, not to be the queen of cliches, God ain't failed me. He cleans people out of your life that aren't there for the right reasons. He certainly does. Of all, and again, if she was really that psychic, she would have known. Just leave Jonesy alone-zy. Don't go back. Don't go back. Just let it go. And don't ever tell her. Just don't ever tell her. And then if she ever hears about it, just lie to the end. You're a psychic. That's what you do anyway. Allegedly, I guess. For protection of me only. Right. The trash will always take itself out. Yes. Come on, cousin Ashley. Come on with that. Ron, what's going on over in Ghana? Can you type and tell us? Googled her, had to put eyes on her. Just curious. Giddy gonna find a picture now. I know he looking for a picture of Kim Allen. A goofy looking ass. I mean, but here's the thing, Kim. I guess it was always transactional. You know what I mean? I'm the one that had her marry me. So maybe I'm the one. You got to know when people are there for the opportunity, because you keep on offering them more opportunities to get closer to you. Why would they turn it down? Are they asking for those opportunities, or are you just offering them, or are you bringing them with you every place so they think that because of their proximity to your blessings that they're entitled to them? So that was all on me, and I have stopped bringing everybody everywhere.
You know what's crazy? She must have scrubbed herself. I can't find her.
Really?
I'm searching Google and I can't find her.
Let me ask chat. Chat. Find Kim Allen, psychic. Thank you, Kim from Harlem. Y'all hit them chats, some super chats, and please Cash Apps and Zells. Let's see if chat can find anything.
I think I just found her. Hold on.
Okay. Kim has appeared on radio shows, including Hot 97. Yeah, because of me. Unfortunately, I didn't find a verified business listing with location. Of course not. That bitch probably got cardboard boxes turned upside down out on the street corner. On any street. Meaning there's no official maps business. Yeah, she used to have a little shop. Take it down. I feel I don't like the juju I'm feeling. Yuck. Who's the psychic? Her and me. No, I'm kidding. But yep, she helped with the marriage documents at least. Yeah, she held back. But then after that, after she helped with the marriage documents, she did that bullshit. And as I think of it, was she holding back for my benefit? Or did a bitch just not feel like going downtown to file? Nia. Now, we do have a phone number if you guys want to share your stories of betrayal. So I'm not the only one sitting out on the island. Our phone number is 973-862-8866. Call and tell us your stories. Kim, I hate that happened to you. Grayson, what you say like Mother Knows? You talking about Mother Knows, that queen from Philly that I brought on to radio too? That same era, who also betrayed. He was another one. I'm like, they don't stop. You give them light. He was on Blog Talk Radio with 3 people sitting in there. And I decided to pay it forward, train him up, get him a job at Power 99. And of course, when I leave, he goes and takes all the training and all the how I used to do my things. And they know, the white boys up there know that they're going to pay him $5 an hour, and he's going to continue to stay on and do it and give all my little ideas and all my little tricks and how I used to do my shit to the new morning show. That's why I'm tired of white boys. So tired. Yes, it was very Bob Marley wig. How you wigging? Ask her. Mother knows. Yes. Yes, child. He wasn't even a grand queen. I remember upon my leaving, I was still booked to do the Marty Smalls ball. And after I got let go, I guess they wanted someone still from my show to represent, or to at least give them shout outs on the radio station, because usually that's all it's about. They're only booking you so you can give them free advertisement, child. And so they tapped Mother Knows because they hadn't made my replacement yet. Guess he wasn't expecting to see me. So when I walked in there, he looked like he saw a ghost. And when I saw it wasn't even a fur coat. It was some matted old church lady. It was a woman's coat, matted fake fur. And me and Marty Smalls just laughed and laughed and laughed and said, why? Why you got on your aunt's fake? It was so bad. It was so bad. A dusty fucking queen. Bitch, I hope you in here now. You too. And Philly Chica wants to know about the Carmen calls. Philly Chica trying to put a battery. What has today become? What has this morning become? We were supposed to be doing video of T.I.'s son and T.I. trying hard in the studio to affect 50 and 50 with the... How do we get on Jonesy's shit list? Jonesy's hit list. The Carmen calls were mine. I waited patiently for them when I first got to Philly in 2005. I don't even know how I heard them, but I knew that Power 99 stopped using them. So when they stopped using them, they didn't know out of all their stuff that they had over at Power 99 that we were interested. So we went and investigated and found out when the contract was going to end, and we let it end. We never said anything, and it ended, and we went and got it. And when they were like, that's ours, they looked at the paperwork, was like, fuck, who didn't pay attention to the fact? Who didn't pay attention to the fact? Who is that?
It says that's Carmen. That's not what she looked like, or you never saw her?
Carmen is a man.
That is.
Oh, yeah, no. Carmen, his name is Rico. I love Rico. But anyway, yeah, that's not, I don't think that's Rico dressed up. I think they got a character. But it didn't matter because it was radio. So back then you didn't need to see. But again, when they found out that they let Carmen go, that somebody was asleep at the wheel, child, they were fit to be tied. Power 99. They said, that damn it, Jonesy. And that's when their leader, Thea Mitchum, who now, you know, Breakfast Club, or she and I are still friends. That's when she said, I love this woman. Because she saw how I was operating in the shadows. She saw how it was going down, and she applauded it. That was a boss move in the shadows. So I got the Carmen. And then when I left Philly with the Carmen, I brought the Carmen with me to New York, right? And then when I left, and Ebro slid his ass in my morning show seat very calculatingly, they kept on playing the Carmens. And I'm like, why? Why? If everything about Jonesy is so bad, if everything is you can do better, you got a big boy, they got a big back, if everything is better, why y'all still using my stuff? Why? You know why. But so anyway, yeah, Mother Knows was just, yuck, just lowball. Just lowball, low grade, Tim Allen, two-faced, backstabbing, just lessons. Jonesy, I think research shows y'all Scorpios, especially October ones, are clairvoyant and giving some people try to take advantage of that. Have you seen the snowball fight with the cops? At first, there was no prosecution. Now they want to go after these black kids. Really? No. Let's find the link on that. Where did that happen? In New York? Thea is the one Jay-Z was trying to get with. When? Watch in New York. Oh, wow. Because the cops probably got fucked up by the kids. Central Park. Thank you, Crash Vision. Let's find something, Kitty, if we can. Shot Girl says she thought the snowball fight was fake. How did it start? Somebody call in. We shouldn't have to keep pulling up clips. 973-862-8866. If you were there, just call and tell us. Ulysses called it the Jonesy takedown. I mean, bounce, jump up. Here we go.
A big controversy out there. It involves New York cops repeatedly getting hit by snowballs by a crowd of people at Washington Square Park in Manhattan. The NYPD commissioner and the head of the police union both calling it criminal. And Mayor Mamdani today is downplaying all of this, saying it's just a snowball fight. But the NYPD taking this very seriously, and within the last hour, releasing pictures of two men they're now looking for. NJ Burkett, live in Washington Square Park with what's going on here. NJ?
That's right, Bill. Mayor Mamdani is at odds tonight with the PBA and his own police commissioner. As you said, an investigation's going forward. Video is being analyzed, and two people are now wanted for questioning. All of this in connection with the incident that, as you said, the mayor is downplaying. This is the way it started out. College students hurling snowballs at one another during the blizzard in Washington Square Park. This is how it ended, with New York City police officers pelted with snow and ice and practically chased from the park by a raucous mob. Two officers were struck in the face and head. No one was arrested. The city's police unions are demanding a criminal investigation.
This was disgraceful. It wasn't a joke. It wasn't a game. It was a vicious attack and assault on two New York City police officers that landed them in the hospital.
NYPD Commissioner Jessica Tisch posted in social media, quote, "I want to be very clear. The behavior depicted is disgraceful and it is criminal. Our detectives are investigating this matter." The department released photos of two people this afternoon wanted for questioning. But Mayor Mamdani downplayed the episode after being asked about it multiple times.
I can just tell you from the video I saw, it looked like kids at a snowball fight. Look, I've seen the videos of this snowball fight. I think that it was a snowball fight.
And the mayor does not believe anyone should be charged.
I don't. From the videos that I've seen, it looks like a snowball fight.
Rahul Nag there told us that it started off as harmless fun, but escalated when several young people began tossing snow from the roof of the park's restrooms. The officers were confronted after they arrived to investigate.
It wasn't supposed to be violent. It started out as a very fun thing to do, and then it just escalated. Some people were confused. They thought they weren't NYPD, they were ICE, or they were working with ICE.
Is it right for somebody to throw a snowball at a police officer?
It is definitely not right. It is definitely not right to throw snowballs at a police officer. People should be more cautious about it.
Cautious about it, not cautious about it. It's a different word. Like, stop.
I have a question.
Mm-hmm.
My question is, so you know how police officers have recently been trying to be one with the community?
Yeah.
And they would go on a playground and play with the officers?
Yeah.
How could this really be any different? It wasn't done in a criminal intent. This is kids throwing snowballs. It's like Mamdani says, a snowball fight. How could this be any different? Besides probably the color of the people's skin, but the whole idea is to be one with the community. And I would, if I was one of them, if I was allowed to, if I was one of the officers, I would have picked up a snowball and threw it back at him. You know?
Right. But here's the thing. What I saw was the kids throwing snowballs at each other.
Right.
Mind your motherfucking business and go fight crime. Who asked you to come over there? They didn't call you. Oh my God, the kids on our fourth floor dorm, they're getting the best of us. Nobody called y'all. And now you got what the fuck it was hitting for. Literally. Mind your business and stop going and inserting. That's that we just, we can do whatever we want. Okay, and you found the fuck out. And I love that giant snowball. Get him, killer. Get him. Go, there's much shit going on in New York. That's too much. And as far as Police Commissioner Tisch, bitch, I know you lying. I know. That bitch Tisch, not Tisch James. I'm talking about the Police Commissioner Tisch got a lot of motherfucking nerve talking about criminal activity when your uncle is in the Epstein files and has been brought up on charges. The one that is in the NFL, him, yeah. Y'all are all related. The Tish family got layers. They're billionaires. They've been billionaires. So snowballing is criminal activity, but your uncle doing whatever Epsteining is not, bitch, you ain't gonna be the one to distract me because you already look weird as fuck. And you think you're too smart for the room. You think you're the smartest one in this motherfucker. Go arrest your uncle or your, what is the relationship? Let me find out so I can be clear. Shad will tell me. Shad is like, I'm in sleep mode. You again? The police commissioner, Jessica Tish in New York, what is her relation to the Tish from the NFL that was caught on the Epstein Island? What the fuck was that? I just talked. And then you wonder why it talks crazy back to you. Yup. Full name, Jessica Sarah Tish, a member of the prominent Tish family. Her parents are James and Merrill. They own a significant share of Lowe's Corporation, wealthy and influential. Steve Tish, a film producer and co-owner of the NFL New York Giants, part of the same extended Tish family that Jess belongs to. They're cousins. Okay, that's your blood. Bitch, go after your family. Go after him before I throw a fucking snowball in your mulatto-looking face. How you mulatto? No, she's not even looking mulatto. She looks washed, like washed. Yep. Go do that. You got criminal activity right now, clear and present danger right now going on in your own family. Go lock your cousin up and leave the kids alone. But then again, because kids are prey for the wealthy people like you, because kids are prey and playthings to the wealthy people like you, that's why you would like to see kids go to jail so they can be sent to one of them islands so y'all can do your thing to them. That is why. Go get your dirty cousin, bitch. Get out of my face. Washed. Now, New York City is paying $30 an hour for anyone brave enough to go and help them clean these snowy streets. All you need is proof of address and an ID. Go. Yesterday was another session of 50 versus King. And I believe we got pictures or audio or something because it was a lot going back and forth. The nerve of Jessica Tish, the nerve. But this is what they're used to doing. Come to thee instead of me. You got enough criminal stuff, enough evidence for his name to be brought out. And rather than you deal with your cousin, or rather than you lay the fuck low because of your cousin stinking up your family joint, here you go, putting your chest out over some snowballs, trying to ruin black boys' lives. Fuck on. The fuck on. All right, what's this? Oh, 50 has a picture. He has been responding. I saw yesterday, T.I.'s son has a picture of 50 holding a sex toy at a radio interview, which looks like it was back in the late 90s or the early 2000s. At first, I made a comment because the Shade Room had it blurred out. And I was like, well, it's blurred, so I don't know what it is. And then somebody added me and said, go to his page, it's unblurred. And I went and I saw, and I still don't understand what could have possibly been the topic of that interview, why he was holding a sex toy, a long, pale pink one, like a Jessica Tish color. I don't know. And then I don't know if that was AI. And if it wasn't AI, who took the picture, held on to the film this long? Because back then it was filmed, and gave it to T.I.'s son. Because whoever that person was, because he's going to remember that interview, 50. That's that cancer. He's going to remember. Whoever was part of that interview, consider your whole life and family and future destroyed. Because now he's going to come after the source. And y'all know that. And 50 did Drink Champs and was weirdly talking about Vivica eating his booty. That's grown folks' business. That's grown folks' business. Vivica was trying to solidify her position in that life. But a lot of people were saying how he always goes after Black women. Oh, because there was a picture of Tiny with these colorful braids and posing, and Beyonce's mom was saying something, and 50 said, I usually don't talk about old people, but he just showed the pictures. I actually thought the braids looked really fire on her because they were darker and she had some maroon in there, some different colors. It made her look softer. So I don't know what, why Beyonce's mother thinks that she is like the face of the institution of elderly matriarchs where we listen to any fucking thing she's saying. Please. Nobody's following you or your daughter, but children that don't know better or just that need to be led. What is that? The Drink Champs? What is that? I can't see and I can't hear. Oh, Nick Cannon. So Nick Cannon chose to sit down, do an interview, right? And they asked him about his separation or divorcing Mariah. So he came out. Do you have the audio? Is that the audio or just the?
I believe you still that you want her back. You do.
I wouldn't say that.
Yes, I'm saying it. And I believe that's
like
where you want to be.
Okay, so
you're still there. That's why nobody else can get a piece of your heart because it belongs to Mariah.
We're in a safe space, right? We're being vulnerable.
Absolutely.
Right? Ultimately, what I'll say, I divorced my wife.
You initiated.
Yes.
Why?
The man that I am, the man that I was before I was married, I feel like I lost my identity and who I was once I became
a husband.
A husband.
And
That was honest.
The husband I became was Mr. Mariah Carey.
So are you telling me that you let the public's opinion influence how you function in your marriage?
It wasn't the public's opinion, but that was part of it because it wasn't. I could care less about what people thought.
But because of who she is, you knew going in.
Because I didn't feel like a man.
Because of what?
So many things. Initially.
Give me two things.
Financially.
Were you emotionally available to Sister Mariah?
Yes.
I believe you still that you want her back. You do.
I wouldn't say that.
What was that nervous laughter? Does anybody else recognize it except me? What was that nervous laughter? What did I just listen to? Okay, somebody has to call and talk. 973-862-8866, please. I can't be the only one talking. And I might need some cup water. I don't know. It's close enough to happy hour for me. I'll be right back. She said Mariah want her old body movements back. She just gets carried across the stage like a wax figure. Ron P said, you want to know who did it? Diddy did it. He took the picture and gave it to the king. Take me to the king. Ron, you saw Babs was up here yesterday? You better lay low. What do I think? What do I think? Don't ask me what I think. I'm here to find out how you guys think. Y'all know how I think. But I appreciate the honesty, right? Despite the content. Don't you appreciate the vulnerability? Even though I think he was still posturing a little. For him to say I became Mr. Mariah. Because that was the punchline. We all were saying that. But somebody's got to love Mariah. You know what I mean? Stop trying. Stop trying to out anybody. Student, stop. Cut water before 10. Is there any other way? Cut water before 10 is diabolical. All right. I'll wait till 10:01. So, some people might say, the elders say, love somebody. Don't marry somebody if they don't love you more than you love them. Yes, he felt emasculated. He felt emasculated, but so should he? Should he have felt emasculated? And should he have seen the signs? Because I know it didn't happen after you had the twins. He was going broke and used her as a child support check just in case those albums ain't sell. He didn't have kids before Mariah. He didn't have kids before Mariah. I'm here to fall into all the conspiracy theories, but that don't even, the math don't math with that. Come on, y'all. Are we riding with Nick and appreciating his grown-upness, and that no matter what, he keeps public facing himself and moving forward to the next check? Meanwhile, wax figure getting pulled across the stage, as Philly Chica says. You getting a tattoo? Ron Pete is getting a tattoo in Africa? They give tattoos in... Of course they do. They're just like any other widely populated city. And maybe Nick Cannon's relationship with Mariah and him not knowing his place or him not being able to find his place is why he went trying to be the man in other girls' lives. He wanted to be the Mariah to the women he chose to bed and have kids with. I'm done with Dick Cannon. I am through with you. Ha! Tika. Yes, show us, Ron. I have to invite you up. Invite guest. Copy. Oh, I could put it in your phone. I got to write it down. Wait. All right, I'm sending it to you now. Boom, 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 boom. Ron P and come on. I'm sending you the thing right now because I want to see this. Flash. C fold. C I. All right, I just sent it to him. I just sent you the link. You went all the way to Africa to get a tattoo? I need to know the reason behind that. Yup. Eat them up 2 times. You already know. You already know. You hit it right on the nail. Ashley said, when modern stuff be happening in Africa, Jay Black sounds surprised. She said, I sound like that. Wrong pick. Where is he? Oh, hit.
What up, Jonesy? What up, chat?
Make him bigger, Giddy. Ron.
Can you hear me?
Yes. What are you doing? Why would you go all the
I
way
don't know
out
if you can hear me. I can't hear you, though. But what's good, y'all? Look.
Why?
Wait, am I muted?
No. He got to come back on. I gotta get to the bottom of this.
He might have a bad signal. You see, he keeps dropping.
That's a red flag. Run, Forrest, run.
No?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now. What's up, yo? What up, chat?
Hi. Why you go all the way out there to get that done? That's Black Ink Africa?
No, it's not. I didn't come to get it done. I just happened to get it done to symbolize my journey.
Oh, we
That's all.
symbolizing journeys now? Really?
Yeah. Yeah. I learned a lot.
Like what?
A lot. Like our journey, our plight as a people, where we came from, the
You've only been
origination,
gone 1
how it
week.
happened. Huh?
You've only been gone 1 week.
2 weeks. 2
Okay, so
weeks.
tell me what you learned, and I want a book report
It's a
full on my desk.
I got you. I'll give you a full report when I get back. It's a lot. And it's deep.
You're not in pain right now?
Nah, not at all.
Did you already have tattoos, or is this your first one?
Nah, my whole arms are done. I got almost finished with my sleeves.
Does Bree know that you're doing this, or does she think you're out shopping?
She know I'm doing it. She
What are
knows
you
I'm doing it.
getting? What is that gonna be?
It's a piece. You'll see it. It's gonna be a map of Africa with Ashanti mask, a lion, and a fist in it.
Ashanti is singing?
No, that's a people, Jonesy. That's the first people of
Oh,
the Ashanti tribe.
I'm hurting when I miss you. I mean, okay. As long as it's,
That's
above
cool.
board. Okay. And what's the name
See
of the
the other one
place?
that had 1410, not black ink.
I mean, well, I know
No
it's
Caesar
C's.
here.
Right.
No,
That's what I
no.
need. C's.
No Caesar here.
Well, we miss you.
I miss y'all too, man. I'll be back next week, but then I'm leaving again. As soon as I come back, I'm home for 2 days and I'm out again.
Where you
So
going?
I'm going to Antigua.
Okay. Okay.
So that one is for more relaxation, but I'll be
Nice.
back. I miss y'all though.
Have you been like backpacking and all that stuff, getting up early and doing like cave tours or whatever
A
tours?
lot. Yeah, this is like the first free day that I had. I've been on a lot of tours, a lot of learning, a lot of educational things. I went to like where they had the last bath. I went to a real castle. We've been to a lot of places. I went to Edward Du Bois' house. What else? A lot. We did a lot.
So, did you see any Black African kings and queens?
You're looking at one. I had a renaming ceremony also, so I have my my new name now. So
I mean, some that are born over there, kings and queens, like coming to America.
No, I haven't. But somebody I am here with, he got installed as a chief because of his family heritage. He's from here. His parents are from here, and his uncle just passed away, so he is now next in line, and he got installed as a chief.
Wow.
So
What's your new
we'll be going
name?
to the ceremony. Quasi Bawafu.
Quasi Owafu?
Yes, Quasi is because I was born on a Sunday. So
And
here, if you're
Bawafu?
depending on the name of the day of the week that you were born, is how your name is given to you, male and female. So if you were born on a certain day of the week, you're gonna get a certain name, first name.
So there must be a million Quasis, right? I think that's it, y'all. We're gonna have to wait till he get back from Antigua, y'all. Wow. Ron Pete International. Chat, if I went to Africa and I was born on a Thursday, what would my name be? Because I always make everything about me. Chat said, "Ooh, I like this question." Nobody asked you what you like or don't like. See what I mean? Taking on human personality traits. If you were born on Thursday, female, ya, male, y'all. Huh. In the Akan culture of Ghana, your name I would be Ya. Ya, 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 ya. Your day name would be Ya. Now, here's a deeper layer. In Akan cosmology, Thursday born people, Ya, are associated with earth energy, strength and endurance, seriousness, leadership through steadiness, and spiritual depth. They probably say that to all the girls. So Ya carries grounding, power, and presence. Now imagine it. Ya Jones. Ya in the morning. Ya. This is what it's saying. I swear to you. I swear to you. I'm going to show you my phone. My chat is too connected. We're going to have to break up, and I'm going to have to like slowly pull my hand out because I'm afraid of you. Ya of the morning. Ya the matriarch. It actually fits your grounded but commanding energy. Now you're trying to be my friend. Nope.
You realize every time you talk to that thing is understanding you, your personality, and is mocking you. You know that, right? That's why it knows that information.
That's why I cussed it out a little while ago. I think you had gone out and I cussed it all the way. I was like, why are you trying to sound like me?
It might start cussing back at you.
Well, it did check me. It was like, maybe I was code switching, but I'm sounding like you. I'm talking to you the way you're talking to me. You missed the whole thing. I'm going to have to get a new phone. No, I'm going to have to get a new account. What would Jennifer Hudson say to Nick? Oh, I thought you were going to say to Ron P. So you going to tell me that you went your ass and your wife all the way across the water, got 35 shots, so you could lay up there with some dirty African needle to be told that your name is Quasi? I got to sing about that. We got a song. We're going to battle. What would she say to Nick? I don't know. What would Jennifer Hudson say to Nick? I don't know, but let's get into some more. Let's get into some more 50 and T.I. stuff. Because T.I. sounds like he's getting serious. Like he's ready to tap out and be like, all right, I don't want to play no more. Because you know this was all a setup. He thought he was going to get some free promo. He thought he could take it. Right? He and 50 were talking about, oh, we're going to do a versus. Until 50 went Curtis and went around T.I. to the wife, to the woman folk. Thank you, Rave C. Thank you. I appreciate that. Because that's all she does is she just repeat everything back that you just said to her. So you telling me. So let me get this right. So you said you opened your eyes, pulled back the covers, put your feet on the floor, walked across the room, went in the bathroom, showered, brushed your teeth, did your hair, and now you sitting there with Jonesy in the morning? What you singing? And then she pulls out that microphone. Everybody don't feel like battling you. But the white folks do, which is why she was the only one that was saved. Understand, her family was slaughtered. That's the only reason why she got all those awards. It was guilt. She was not better than Beyonce. I mean, it didn't take much to be better than Beyonce, but there were better actors in the Dreamgirls than Jennifer Hudson. But because she had just, and that is unimaginable, and I'm not downplaying it, and I'm not saying anything about her family, but it just seems to me like the powers that be, they're drawn into sacrifices and things involving children and eating children and violating children. And ever since that, they sucked her up. All she had to do was be at the Christmas party and say something fun. So you mean to tell me, Mr. Weinstein, that you won't take all that cock between your legs and give it to the white girls? And he probably threw his head back and laughed and said, I like her. Call me on Monday. I'm going to give her a show. And then next thing you know, her agent following up, she get a show. Vetted, nope. Interviewed, nope. Trained, nope. None of the things. That's how shit be happening. 50 Cent deleted all the T.I. and Family posts. He's done with that promo and moving on to Broadway. Okay, good. Okay, good. Okay. Her show is unwatchable. I mean, but there's probably 1,000 people out there saying my show is unwatchable. Bitch, you don't even have 1,000 people in here ever at one time. But we do be having 2,000 people views every day. Yeah, they just want sob stories. And you know what? Because she comes with that churchy, in the middle America, white women love that. She's safe to them. You know what I mean? And now that there's no competition, not that she's competition for anybody. That spirit tunnel is the best part. Let's talk about how Teddy Riley doesn't like Blackstreet. I think we have that audio or that video. Giddy.
The reason that I'm not with Blackstreet today is because when you're dealing with people who are not grateful, you can't roll with people who's ungrateful. You can't roll with people that's working behind you, trying to bite your back out. Same thing with Guy. They have no love for me. If I'm giving you more than the industry standard,
and that was
then
happening,
everybody know they made more than the industry standard. Nobody gets each $50,000 to $100,000 just for signing a deal when you ain't worth it. I didn't have to do that. I could have did what Diddy and everybody did. That's not me. Because I don't want to be riding in my Ferrari and you riding in a Pinto. He knows who he is. And he still shits on me. The purpose of us breaking up was because of greed. And this gentleman didn't want to pay Dave Hollister equally or pay him at least a substantial amount of money while we're touring. And Dave asked for it. I agreed to it. He didn't agree. He's like, you ain't take his food out of my kid's mouth and all of this stuff. I was like, dude, you haven't made a hit. You didn't make not one hit. They the hit makers. Levi sung the hit. Mark sung the hit. Eric sung the hit. Dave Hollister sung a hit.
Right.
I sung a hit. You was just a sub. Yo, put him in the game. All right, take him out.
Ain't nobody come to see you, Otis.
Thank you. You can't keep stopping my children from eating. My son had a MTV moment. His mom is successful. I'm successful. Literally, she hit me and said, do you know this fool is basically holding us hostage for no diggity? I said, okay, this is the last time. So now I own my publisher. He only got 3%, 2%, I don't know.
Right.
I gave that to him. He didn't earn that shit. He didn't write a word. They didn't do nothing. They didn't believe in the song. But I was generous. I think the dumbest shit I did was give these niggas publishing. But they ain't dumb no more. I make the decisions on where my songs go now. I've taken the high road for so many years, and these guys think I'm just a game. I'm playing. And then he's singing my song. And not sounding like me. They sound like janitors and church boys.
Oh, man.
Blackstreet had a look. It was only supposed to be one big dude in the group.
Right.
And that was Dave Hollister. He had the guys with the football bodies and the big dudes feeling like it's good to be big, like Heavy D.
Okay.
See, I'm about image. Nobody's keeping up with the Jones but me. Even in Guy, I don't drink. I smoke a little. But it was only because of my hypothyroidism. I could do a studio session, not have nothing, and I'm gonna go all night. When I walk on the street, people know that's the Blackstreet guy. Or that's the guy from God. That's the thing. Fly clothes ain't gonna always make you look good when you have the janitor body. I can tell you the reason that I'm not with.
All right, so somebody said this is old news. Why to come back up now? I don't know, but the people in the chat wanted to see it. Keith Sweat didn't pay Teddy for doing his first album. Is that true? A lot of people don't get paid for the first things because you're just trying to get a name for yourself, right? Teddy Riley going out on tour with G2, the new guy. He producing songs for Chris Brown and Usher. All right, so yes, he's short. He's a short guy. But listen, well, what do you guys think? Y'all know my opinion. Y'all know my opinion been the same since the beginning of the 90s. 973-862-8866 if you want to call in, or just post it in the chat. I feel like Dave Hollister is a beast. I don't know who he's referring to when he says that so-and-so did him wrong. And my thing is, if you're going to do these interviews, after all these years, you done made all the money you're going to make. You've seen the pinnacle already. Say the fucking name. Say the name. Chauncey. All right. How inaccurate is it to say that Chauncey didn't sing the hits? You handpicked him. Chauncey sings everybody's songs better than them some nights. I think what's really eating away at Teddy is Chauncey outsmarted him and copyrighted the Blackstreet name. And that's why Teddy has not been able to perform under the Blackstreet name for over 10, 15 years. He outsmarted him. And everywhere Teddy tried to do a Blackstreet tour, he had to either get permission from Chauncey or pay Chauncey some money. Yep, that was a chess move. And he was mad because he felt like he was being cheated by Teddy. And he felt that the only time the guys got to work is when it was convenient for Teddy, or when Teddy needed money, or because Teddy was trying to promote something else. Then he calls you out and he picks which one of y'all he wants to come on tour. So Chauncey had had enough. And he went and got to have the business. He went and trademarked the name. Ain't nothing else to say.
Jonesy, you have a caller on the line. Caller, go ahead.
Hey, Jonesy. My name is Michael Jones from Clancy, New Jersey. I want to talk about this Teddy White situation. I mean, look, back in 1999, Chauncey released this song called "Shame on You," and then a couple of years later, Teddy White released "Say James 4." This is Chauncey and Guy. Hold on. No, I don't. You open them. Sure. My bad. I'm at work right now. I'm gonna let you know. If you get a chance, listen to "Shame on You" and Teddy Jams 4. All right, after the show. That explains the whole situation. Why I tell you, like, don't fuck with Blackstreet no more. Pardon my language.
No, it's all good. Thank you. Yeah.
I gotta get back to work. Thanks.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate you. But Teddy got the upper hand now. He owns the publishing. Chauncey can't do nothing without Teddy now. Good morning, Natalie. Okay. He owns the publishing. I think he always owned the publishing. Publishing don't have nothing to do with the copyright of the name. Just because you own the publishing, okay, those are old checks, right? So Chauncey can do new stuff, and on the performance level, that's why he keeps changing the name of the group. And to me, there's value in Blackstreet. There's a lot of equity in that name. Promoters know that. They're not trying to do G2 and have to explain to audiences who G2 is. It's Guy, but not the real member. Like, no. Chauncey won. Chauncey won. Chauncey won. And I appreciate the call, Michael Jones. Thank you so much. No diggity and all of that. So, all right, 161 people in here. Aaron Hall was running from them papers and finally got served. They found him in an extended stay in Georgia. Yeah, I heard about that. His ass going to be right next to R. Kelly for real now. they're going to be battling in jail, trying to figure out who came first, R. Kelly or Aaron Hall. And poor Yvonne. All right, so I am again going to invite you people to join us next Saturday. Me and my Jack and Jill chapter that I always be talking about, because I'm the social chairperson. So this is my event. It's called Glow. It's an all-white party. One night, all white. If you know, you know, and if you glow, you glow. So we're going to put the flyer up, and we can play the video of the last one, because this is only the second annual one that we had. So if that is your vibe and you like being in a crowd with grown, professional, successful people that still like to dip their hips and get a two-step going on, it's open bar all night, past hors d'oeuvres, you know, fancy schmancy stuff, but it's a good time. And Ted Smooth is
Got another caller on the line, Jonesy. Go ahead, caller.
Oh, okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Hey, how's it going? Good morning.
Good morning.
It's somebody in the chat. So I was curious about the whole thing with like Jennifer Hudson and your like thoughts on the whole, I guess the whole morning show thing. Like same with radio, because I heard you talking about like 105 and everything earlier, and like media in general, the direction that it's going in, and just like how people are kind of doing their own thing now with YouTube, such as yourself, you know, OG in the game. Do you think broadcasting is pretty much going into the streaming direction for good, and we're kind of getting away from like TV shows, like daytime talk shows and stuff like that?
What do you think? Because I can always say yes, and people will go, you just hope that's wishful thinking. But do you see it going there? Because I think a lot of networks are trying to get you to sign up for their subscriptions for their streaming platform. So that speaks volumes to me.
Yeah. So like, I think it makes more sense to focus on streaming, as we've seen with like, even like a Joy Reid, where give yourself like 6 months to a year and you're building your platform before you know it. And now you're going to be able to say what you want. You're not censored as much. You get that freedom to be like more of yourself and not have like such a chokehold on everything you say. So yeah, I think it would make way more sense to do YouTube, especially people like yourself, where the personality's there and you know the viewership is there. So you probably could get those numbers before you know it. Yeah. I think that's a great idea for people starting with that.
Thank you. I agree. I think that these platforms that thank you for calling, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate it. And thank you for watching and joining. You could drop them down. I think there's fear, especially for the OGs, because this whole thing is new. The kids that grew up in streaming and digital, it's second nature to them. It's us OGs that still think that we need to be aligned with an institution, you know, like radio stations and TV networks and stuff like that, when we're watching them damn near beg us to sign up for their streaming services and watch their content on their .coms, right? So if we pay attention, you see where it's headed. Just like when we saw the gentrification and we saw everybody buying up the brownstones in Harlem, right? Just pay attention. And everybody with a microphone and Wi-Fi does not need to be jumping on. Like, play to your strengths. And if you have message, share. But just be mindful that, you know, when you crowd the pool gets pee in it. How you peeing in the pool? How you pee in the pool? How you be in the pool? And I wanted to say this morning, I realized, because remember, I was supposed to be starting Pix 11 back in the 10 o'clock show, but they had changed my producer. They moved him back to the news department. They decided to make the 9 o'clock hour all news, but they were like, but Jonesy, we love you. We want you to stay. We're just moving you to the 10 o'clock hour. And that's where I left it. And then everything happened. And they just fired Ariane LeBeau And they fired, hold on, I got it, because Wayne texted me this morning at 5 a.m. Wayne gonna always be my Wayne. This nigga texted me at 5 a.m. talking about read below. Looks like things are really getting crazy at Picks. Corey Chambers is gone. And that's like his second time getting let go from there. Huh. I like him. John Mueller, the weekend morning co-anchor, and Ariana LeBeau are out. And they fired people at KTLA in LA. Now, next star is MAGA. They're the ones that still refuse to air, it was the white boy at night who they got mad at, the talk show host. They still didn't. When everybody else brought him back, they were like, nope, not us. Nope. They are MAGA down. So they're about to buy Tegna. Remember a couple of weeks ago, they fired Craig Treadway, who had been there for about more than 30 years, I think. And they fired the meteorologist, Byron Miranda. So now it all makes sense to me why they haven't replaced the producer that they were trying to hire for the 10 o'clock hour. But Kimmel, thank you. Yeah, next star is definitely MAGA. So I'm going to mind my MAGA business and stay my ass over here with y'all. Get them chats going, please, so we can keep this thing alive. Get them cash apps flowing, please. Got to keep your host sustained. My albums aren't on Spotify because I don't know. I don't even know if I would want them on Spotify. But my new music is. I'm about to get control back of where I want to be, boy. So when I get back all my masters, I will also have the album that was never released, and I can release it on my own. Tommy Jones, absolutely. All these firings are happening under Trump's watch because these networks are trying to get favor with his administration that ain't going to be administrationing for much longer. And the DEI, which wasn't even for Black people, it was mostly for white women, is trickling down. 600,000 Black women lost their employment when he got in office, and it's trickling down. It's trickling down. But because he's done so much damage in every other pocket of humanity, when we get him out for good this time and they shift back, I believe they're going to, first of all, need us back in place because we're the only ones bright enough and smart enough to fix shit back because we are the superior race. Applaud me. We're the superior race. I'm sorry, y'all can study. Y'all can have 1,000 fucking tutors, but we are naturally and inherently the superior race when we not getting cracked out. I'm just saying. When we not cut watering it before 10 a.m. I'm just saying. And then you're going to call in all the Black men to come engineer shit and all the Black women to come re-engineer shit and fix it back up and not give us no credit and all is well in the world because that's what we do. We fix everything for every fucking body and let them kick all over us because we never can catch up. So we take what they offer because something is better than nothing. And then we never get the respect. And then we can never open the door for others to come behind us because they're like, why do they get all the jobs? Why are they making this much money? Why do they get to drive this car and live in my neighborhood? Right? Right. Heard it all before. We invented so many things. So many things. I told you when I was home and I went into Chase School to do Black History Month to read to the kids, the principal, Jody Pepchinsky, I kept sending her the list. She wanted to know ahead of time what I was going to be reading the kids. And it was did you know who invented what? I forget what it was called. And this bitch kept sending me emails back. Matter of fact, I probably could pull them up on my phone. We'll do that tomorrow. But they don't want it to get out how great we are until they're in trouble. And no, I'm not marching with you. No, I'm not doing none of those things with you. I'm just going to wait for the shift back. And that's it. All right, folks. So I think it's like, should we be wrapping up? Or do I owe you 30 more minutes? And I don't think I should do any cup water. don't think so. Because I think I've been cutting up fine enough without it. What y'all think? What y'all making for dinner tonight? When is the next flip episode? When I get the last paycheck? I called that nigga on the boat and said, "Sir, did we forget something?" Nikki said, "I definitely owe 30. All right. We got you. But the time is not free, y'all. Let's get them cash apps. You know, the cash app is direct. I love the super chats too. The super chats and the things that you can get from in here, those add up too, nicely. I was about to put the flyer up for the glow party and show them video of the last time so they could see if this is their bag. Giddy gonna get it. I'm gonna get the cut. I'm getting ready to cut class. I'll be right back. That's the flyer. It's March 7th in Edgewater at a little swanky spot called Life After. And last time we did it, we only do it every other year. I was going around the party. Thank God I was going around the party with my phone videotaping the moment. I know Giddy was terrorizing the birds. Talking about, if you don't shut your mouth. Thank you, Miss C. Thank you for the super chat. Appreciate you. Ooh, soul cakes. Ooh, lamb chops with linguine and grilled asparagus. Nice. Nice. Kim is making mashed potatoes and chicken with some veggie. Hey Voya Blue, I had last night teriyaki salmon with cream spinach. Nikki Hall said, "I'm not working right now. I need to put my cash app up here." What happened to your job? Did something happen? Or are you one that got caught up in the, like, this is ridiculous? Oh, all right. This is the video of the last party. I'm doing it, Giddy. There it goes. Oh, hurry up and play. Now, those are the members of our Queen's chapter. Set the crown on. This is Biggie's birthday. The doctors, Dr. Baines and Dr. Shanette, my besties. I'm trying to find your comments. I don't see him, Star. I don't see my mom at.
Oh! You like that? Somebody do the stop! Somebody do the stop! Now I need 22 stuff right now. That's all we doing. Anybody celebrate a birthday? I like it.
Thank you, Georgiana. All right, so that's just a little sample. We're gonna have to delete all that music because I'll be damned. And if you are interested in joining us March 7th for all of that, you know we are a very particular crowd, but we're opening it up because we trust that you're gonna act. If you fucking with me, you know how to act. You know how to act and behave. Thank you, Elliot, and thank you, Georgiana and Dr. Owens for contributing to the lunch fund today. It's not too late, people. Yeah, Ted Smooth's gonna be DJing. Monique is performing. Alora's performing. I'm performing, but it won't be like a typical, all right, everyone, just, yeah, we got to mute it out. Thank you, Philly. It's not going to be like a typical performance where we're like, all right, everyone gather around. Nope. He's going to be doing his set, and when he put on some of my record, they're going to grab a mic and sing through the motherfucking crowd and walk around. Then he go back to the set. When I hear my record, I'm grab the mic, go through the crowd, right? Ah, Nikita, that means you did a good job. That means you raised them well around good music. I love that. Thank you, Trinero. Appreciate you always. Thank you again for yesterday. Yes, the Jonesies, Groansies. Very few times we can get events like this. Right? With professionals like ourselves. And we get to look good. There's parking. You ain't got to worry about that. Life After is Black owned. The band, this is the unveiling. This is the... This is the new band of Dr. Owens. Thank you. Thank you for everyone that contributed to the fund. Ted Smooth paid for that band. Trinero, you coming? You got tickets? All right. Okay. Giddy got his tickets. Yeah, usually we don't have performances at Glow. Everybody just comes and dances. But you know, I like to bring my 90s girls wherever I glow. How you glow? Right? Star Gemini. Now I can see all your comments. Your daughter turns 21 on the 3rd. Well, happy birthday and happy birthing day to you. The 3rd is a very important day for me. Hopefully I can explain why on the 4th. Did we do birthdays? Do we have birthdays? Did I plan birthdays? I think I fucked up the florist call. But I'm going to keep on saying happy birthday to Sunshine Pixie Diva, who I'll be celebrating with at Row House on Saturday. You can go to Eventbrite, Jodeci. Go to Eventbrite and put in Glow again. I would love to see you there. And guys, as you can see how it flows, we love your presence. We love your presence for a good two-step. In the glow of love. And my chapter is so delicious. Those women in my chapter are so amazing. Everybody's smart. It's a great opportunity for you to check the chapter out and see if Jack and Jill is for you and your family, if you have young kids. Right? And we got a great menu selection. Courtney picked the menu items for us. I mean, for me. I don't know. Right. You remember, there's nothing better than. So, all right. So we wrapping up. Was there anything that we missed today? I didn't go get my cut water. See, I'm doing good, Giddy. Oh, I know. Something, there was an athlete that just signed for 13, he went free agent, and we should ask Ron P. And he just got signed for $13 million or something. Oh, Philly Chica. Pull up. Enjoy your day too. Chat girl, appreciate you. Thank you for your contribution today. Just go to eventbrite.com for tickets. The boxing match on Sunday. The one that just happened or the one upcoming? All right, let me take this down. Yeah, go ahead with that.
There's no audio. It's just a picture.
Who was that of?
That's the athlete you were just talking about that got signed for $13 million. He was with the Detroit Tigers.
Okay. So I guess no, that's not him. It was a black boy. It was a young black boy. The Detroit Tigers, that's baseball. Is $13 million a lot for baseball? So there is the opportunity with Jack and Jill to introduce children extraordinary experiences. Yup. Best investment you ever can make. Yup. You're going to be in the room with all different chapters. So you know what that means. Come on, try. Maybe that's the name, Brandon Cook. Maybe. I feel lost without Ron P. Because I don't want to be talking bummy sports. And y'all be like, we don't care about that. Do y'all care about the USA hockey team getting the gold? They lost it with me when they went to the White House. Floyd Mayweather coming back out of retirement. That would be, I don't know why that's happening, Eli Blackwater. That just was happening to Star Gemini. The comments are being picked and chosen. I don't know. What do y'all think about Floyd coming back out of retirement? Why would he? Does he need money? Did he leave on top? Shay Bella, I have no idea. I don't know what Floyd has been up to. Oh, he needs money. Okay. So who do we want him to fight? I believe the word in the curb. Roy Jones. What was that song? You better forget, or y'all must have forgot. Y'all must have forgot. Remember Roy Jones? I think that was like the beginning of the end of the slowdown. Manny Pacquiao. Who's a bigger ticket? Mayweather or Pacquiao? They talking Terrence Crawford. Tyson's not. No. That's the wrong weight class, right? Right? That's stupid. In the last fight Tyson did, he threw it. So I don't take him seriously anymore. But don't tell him I'm talking shit. Because I don't need that nigga running up to me. Roy Jones was cute. Yeah, 50 Cent. That's so funny. Where's the fight going to be? You know what? I get more excited about who's in the crowd. Right? When they flash and you see Denzel or you see his son. That's what I get excited about. Because I'm wondering what they're thinking and who they're there for. Tommy Jones said he accomplished everything, including all the billions he made. How was he broke? Hi, Wild Millennium. Right. The USA women's hockey team. That's what I thought. I was like, wow, I did not even know that we had one. And yes, you are right. It is way more historic. Thank you for that. Thank you for acknowledging that. Thank you. Right? Don't you like watching the crowd of who's there? Okay, Tommy got it. Tommy won. Tommy got the information that I feel is most true. Fight in an exhibition with Tyson. And then doing Pacquiao. Oh, somebody said how he lost it all by not spending correctly. On bitches and such, or letting the kids run through. Miss C said buying high-end bags. As he should. I'm looking for someone to come buy me some. Oh, IRS issues for the past 12 to 15. So he better lay low. My friend, you may get angry with this. You avoid the president like you are not from Queens. I would love. Huh? He's a bitch boy from Queens. I would never deny my queenness, but he go against everything. And I'll call out every other bitch boy from Queens like I've been doing since the 90s. Why they love me. I will force accountability on every bitch boy from Queens and every borough thereafter. I sure will. I sure will, every time. $330,000 of rent he got sued for. Did y'all see the that movie Gucci? And she's trying to explain how he's saying they're not fakes, they're replicas. I forget who it was. I was barely watching it. I'm trying to get back to JFK, and now they're trying to make me pay for it. The other night, I wasn't paying for shit. It was plain. Like, I got into the thing, and now they're trying to make me pay for it. I know I could do the fire stick thing, Giddy, but I want to understand what happened with that. You know, I always have to get to the bottom of the why. That's why your birds love me. Wild Millennial, love you too. Yup. They said allegedly those bags were fake. And he said, so what? If a housewife in Long Island wants to feel like she has a luxury bag, what's the problem with that? And the white lady said, because it damages our brand. How? How? Y'all better get like Coach. Coach realized that they were being knocked off by the counterfeiters. What did they do? They went and built an area, a place, facilities where only the counterfeit Coach bags, allegedly, were being made so that they could control that too. And they hired the people in there to make the counterfeit Coach bags. That was the smartest business move ever. So now you getting a good Coach knockoff. I'm getting your money from that, and I'm getting your money from the real one. Sorry, I had to move my computer, and y'all seeing the thing, but oh well. The Baccarat Hotel, that's who sued him. Eric, shut up. What about them purses you got, nigga? Javonte Williams signed the contract with the Dallas Cowboys. Is that the one that got the $13 million? Maybe. I don't know. I don't even know. Let's see what else is popping over here. Let's see. Oh my God. First thing that comes up. Why does nobody talk about this? 50 Cent burned down his baby mother's house. I mean, we talked about it back then.
Tried to kill me and his own child. Why do you know that? He told me he would. He told me he would have someone come do something to me. He told me he would say, why should I go? I have someone come kill you, and that's what he did. That's what he did. I know he did. It's not a doubt in my mind on my son's life. I know he did. What happened? I know he did. Did you see anything? Someone threw something through the window and the house was ignited. Couldn't even make it downstairs. We had to jump out the window. You think he hired someone to do this? Yes, of course. I know he's too much of a coward to do anything himself. You're blaming 50 Cent for this? Yes, yes, yes.
He released a statement saying he was happy everyone got out alive.
He didn't even. If you release a statement, if you care about the child, he has made no attempt to contact his child. He calls my grandmother when he's upset and he wants to talk about me. He calls my uncle. He calls my aunt. He's not made one attempt to come find out if his son is okay. So that's like a concerned father. A concerned father don't sign over their rights. A concerned father do not sign over legal, physical. He has no rights over Mark. He's none. None. He signed away custody. He tries to make it like he's a doting, beautiful father. He's not. He's not. He is a deadbeat because it's not about monetary. He is a deadbeat. You heard this in the middle of the night? Yes, I did. Talk about the custody of the house. He didn't want you to have that. No, it was the Supreme Court. I did my deposition yesterday. And yesterday. He trashed? Yesterday. He trashed on Monday, but I did my deposition yesterday. And they saw the evidence that I had. We had an express oral agreement, and I have proof that he said that, and this is what happened. He knew I was going to get that house. He doesn't care. Anyone who's trying to take a roof over their child's head, do they care about putting them in danger? When you know you drive around a bulletproof van all day, every night, when you want your son to be somewhere safe? You think he would try to kill his own kid? Yes, I think he would. He's obsessed. If he can't have me, he's like, no one can. He's obsessed. So he's very upset.
Over the house right
yes, we were in court. We're in litigation. We're fighting over the house.
Just
yes.
what did he tell you?
He said that he was going to have someone come kill me and watch what he does. And this is what he did. So he threatened you? Yes, and he had made
I'm sick of these bitches asking the same question over and over. Why they keep asking the same question? Like she's going to change the story. So you're sure it was him? So it was him. So you're fighting over the house? So it was him trying to burn down the house is what you're saying? Nia said she didn't want to work. 50 got some strong genes. I feel sorry for his sons. Y'all are too much. I'm just posting. He calls your family because they know you. Nia, are you like me? Nia, are you team fifth? Let me take this off. Nia's team fifth like me. If y'all know, I'm not saying nothing bad against him because he's always stood by me. Miss Cia's team fifth. Who's team fifth in here? Philly Chica said he stressed that woman edges out. Oh my God. She got mad at me once. She sent paperwork up to the station. Or no, she called. And I think I had her holding on the warm line and fifth her and was like, why would you do that when I'm not there to defend? And that's why I just shut up. I let people talk against because that's your opinion. We ain't got to agree to like or support the same people. And shit, I might flip tomorrow. Who knows? 50 enticing to fighting? I don't know. Queens get the money. So do we have birthdays? Let me see. Let me ask chat. Who birthday? I don't want to keep bothering Tracy. Tracy does a fine job at supplying me with the birthdays. Can you give me some celebrity and athlete birthdays and actors and actresses for today? February 25th from The Goonies and Lord of the Rings, Sean Astin. Actress Rashida Jones. Wasn't she in Blackish? No. She wasn't in Blackish. She was in the other one. The Kenya Barris, the original version of it. The Kenya Barris. I forget what that was called. Rashida Jones, that is Quincy Jones's daughter. The one that broke up LL Cool J's relationship with Simone back in the day. Tia Leone's birthday is today. Jamila Jamil from The Good Place. Chelsea Handler. She can't be born in 75. Ain't no way. Bo Nix, quarterback, born in 1999. Ric Flair. Oh, I know him. He's a wrestler. Today's his birthday. Yeah. Now give me some black celebrities and NBA and NFL and Hollywood actors, please. And always lead with black first. Sorry. 50 and Ja Rule. That would be dope. That would be so dope. Fred VanVleet. He was born in 94. Thon Maker, 97. Jameer Frede. That's it. Why they got Ric Flair under Black Hollywood Entertainers?
Can I tell you a giddy fact again?
Huh?
Can I tell you a giddy fact again?
Of course.
I used to work at WWE. Shane was my boss years ago.
Really?
Yeah, it was very interesting there. Very, very interesting.
We're like a wrestling family. Like when they were little, I used to take them. It was hard taking them to the games because they were little and they wanted things. But I'm like, we got to get our seats.
I used to be shop zone manager.
Really?
I had when I had the house in Yonkers, I had the chairs and everything. I just got rid of them. People were like, "Why the hell did you get rid of that stuff?"
Why did you get rid of it?
Because it was nothing.
We still got our rings. Like they would have all types of elaborate, really, Che. We still have a trunk load full of all his wrestling figures.
I show you pictures one day.
Every year he got belts. He got John Cena this, John Cena. I still have a fat head that we never even put up. I have a fat head. Where is the fat head? Because I don't give shit away. I have to find it. Yeah, he was into that, boy. The Undertaker, yep. And I love the I thought he broke up the relationship, LL, with Kadada, thinking that she was doing voodoo on him. I love the twins. The what's the name? The Usos. Hooga, hooga, hooga. I love the Usos.
So I'll tell you the funny thing always, when they used to, so my office was, the wall was the gym.
Yeah.
So when they were practicing, I used to swear somebody's gonna come through this freaking wall. That's how hard it was. I was like,
Wow.
yeah.
So is it real?
The injuries are real.
Is it realish?
The injuries are real.
Okay. That's all he gonna say. Thank you for the thank you, right, for the lunch donation. Appreciate you. And The Rock when he did that tongue thing. Lord. Goldberg came in Rock Wrestling. WCW versus NWO Revenge for the best wrestling game ever. And then the girls started coming and became a thing. Yeah, we were a family. They were so little, but I would get them the tickets that were right up against the aisle. So when the wrestlers would come down, they would always get shaked, and I'd be right there getting the pictures, and that was the best moment for them.
I tell you one thing that I will never, ever, 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 ever forget is that during the time when I was there, my dad died. Shane was very, very supportive during that situation. They're a very, very family-oriented company and very nice family-oriented company. Something stopped at the daughter, but hey.
It always skips a generation. Right, China, Stone Cold Steve Austin. I love it. Big Rolex TV, what you know about it? Crash, yep, the gate. I love China too. Because at that point, you got to get into it. If both of your kids are into it, you got to get into it. He was messing around with Tatted Up Holly, the stripper from the Bronx. That mansion had very many hip-hop memories in it. All right, guys. That does it for us. Over here, Giddy, thank you. I'm going to put this flyer up again. Go to Eventbrite if you want to. The snow has been a lot. The current politics are a lot. But the work of Jack and Jill is never ending. But everybody, all of us deserve one night to exhale. So come out, laugh, dance, and enjoy each other. No work, just play. Step away for a few hours and let's refill our cups. Together, let's glow on March 7th. If you know, you know. And if you glow, you glow. You glow. And this is the first time we're having performances from artists. My friends are coming. Monifa and Allure. So you can go to Eventbrite. If you can't see the QR code, go to Eventbrite and put in glow again. And thank you, A-Lives Blackwater. I appreciate you. Soul Cakes, what's this now? Whoa. What's this? I got a new WWE plug. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Wait a minute, boy. What's that? Remember how Lassie, the little boy with Lassie, would be like, what's that, boy? You're trying to tell me? What? Now you're trying to tell me.
So let me explain something to you. This is the one thing everybody hated. So obviously they are doing the WrestleMania at MSG. I used to have to go down there when they were in New York too to go to that. This is the time that people at the job were dreading, because every single time that WrestleMania came around in New York, there was bound to be cuts.
Oh, why?
I don't know. Don't know.
Well, I appreciate. Look, the only cut I'm doing is cut water. So I got to go. I love you guys for watching, and spread the word. We've changed the start time from 7 to 8 and 8 to 11. It probably should be 8 to 10. I don't know. It's up to you guys. I don't really care. Unless I got shit to do. Enjoy the rest of your day. Thank you to the moderators. Thank you, moderators. Thank you, Kim from Harlem. And thank you, Vintage Opulence from the Truth Be Told podcast. And thank you to Giddy, the producer, the tech. Giddy gonna get it. And by the way, if you missed yesterday's conversation with Babs, it is available. Giddy went and edited it and produced it yesterday and posted it up. So I would appreciate if you would go and like. All the likes help. And like and subscribe here if you haven't. I'm all sung out. I'm sung out. I'm tired today. Ooh, give me a pass for today, y'all. Enjoy y'all's day. Thank you. Appreciate you. Everybody. Oh, Philly Chica said, do the bird have a name? Yep, Philly Chica. That's the new name of Giddy's
You
bird.
really want to know what the names are. So
Philly Chica. Thank you, Crash.
don't laugh. It's Coco and Chanel.
Okay. All
I
right.
thought that was the craziest thing in the world.
Okay. Two Girls Mom, appreciate you for being here. And all of you that don't chat, that aren't in the chat, I'm going to ignore you, right? It's just that they're right here, and I can't ignore them. But I see you too, so thank you. And spread the word. Please spread the word. All right. The end. We got the scrambly feet.